Yeah, so part two, we're back in again. Still sticking to the Oloni thread and obviously relationships and situationships and everything that goes alongside that. And still continuing on with my Betty Boop drawing, just colouring the hair, shading in and stuff like that. But obviously, this Oloni thread did cause a lot of controversy. I can't get the
Controversy.
words out properly. Controversy, yeah. Here in the UK, if you don't live in the UK, it was pretty peak here. Got a lot of men in their feelings, like Drake. Do you know what I mean? That Kiki, well, it wasn't "Do you love me" stuff. It was more of like, "What are you doing, Kiki?" Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it was more like that instead of the "love me" stuff. It was more like, "Kiki, you're not stepping on me, are you, Kiki? Like seriously, Kiki, you're not dogging me out, are you, Kiki?" Do you know what I mean? So it's a bit of a mad one, but this situation that's happened has, shook a lot of men up. And the man them been shaken up and they don't know what to do with themselves at this point in time. I think obviously, listen, like for me, when you're looking at this stuff, as I said, women now have a power to own their sexualness and whatever they want to do. I don't have a problem with it. You know what I mean? For me, if obviously you've had multiple partners and stuff like that, okay, fair on you. You've had your time, you've had your fun, right? Just as long as you're not stepping out on man and I'm not finding out that you were still doing what you were doing how long ago and you're still in that mindset, then it's like, do you know what I mean? Like, what about you? Would you consider getting with someone who you could say was like a player beforehand, like was with multiple people, and then now they've kind of calmed down and they're not doing that anymore? Would you?
It depends because I don't like someone that's too visible
Mm.
in the sense of everybody, when you walk into someone, everybody knows
Who that
who
person
you
is?
are and everyone knows what you're about.
Yeah.
Like, if you were a player, then if you were a player on the low, I would prefer.
Mm.
But I don't think I could date someone that was a player and everybody knows about it.
Yeah, that's a bit
Like,
peak. Yeah.
I walk into a room and everyone's like, "Wow, you're with him?" Like, girl,
Yeah.
yeah,
That guy did this and that guy, and they're telling you stories and stuff,
yeah,
and
that's
you're like,
not
oh,
cool.
geez, and you're finding out how much things they've done and
Yeah,
who they've
that's
been
not
with,
cool.
and yeah, that's a bit mad. So, yeah, I mean, it kind of depends on where you are, and I guess who the people you are around, and and more or less tell you, oh, I know your partner, I've seen your partner around, your partner's
Yeah,
been doing this, and your partner's been doing that. I guess it depends, on that situation. But it's more the case of where you look at a person, you kind of have, if you don't really have trust for that person in a relationship, then you shouldn't be with that person. That's
yeah,
kind of what I say.
100%.
And obviously this Aloni thread would have got a lot of men them like, oh, can I trust you now? Can I really trust you? Because I've seen the threads, what I mean? My boy showed me, or what I mean? I went on Twitter and I saw it. Can I really trust you now? Do you
Yeah,
know? So a lot of men then will be, like, what is the deal? Like, are you stepping out, man? Like, there's a stepping out with my baby, but you ain't stepping out on me. You're stepping out on someone else. Do you know what I mean? What's going on there? So it's definitely something that I think I've got a lot of guys like, yo, do you know what I mean? Is this what we want here? Like, is this a situation now where I have to look and go, yeah, we need to part ways or something? Because a lot of men would be like, I need to see where this is going, what's happening here. I need to know what you're doing now, because
yeah,
a lot of men will now be like, well, I don't trust this whole thing. I don't trust that you are honest, because now this thread now has got a lot of people very paranoid, especially some man. Some man are like, "Is it you?" Like, I've seen this thing. They're then singing to their partner, "Is it you? Is it me? Is this how it's supposed to be?" Is it you? Was you involved in all of this? Is you the one that's messaging Aloni? So it's a bit peak, but as I said, if some man them are secure in their shit and they know, listen, that was a thing of the past, or my girl, yeah, listen, she did what she had to do. Let's move forward. But if your girl is still dogging you now, damn, man, that something that probably isn't right at home. Maybe you're not doing something right to satisfy your girl. Maybe your girl's looking at it and going, oh, well, I come back home 9 to 5, I have to cook for this, idiot and this person isn't showing me any love. And they're thinking, well, time to step out. You know what I mean? And there's issues there where I think a lot of partners probably don't show their partners that they appreciate them a lot.
Yeah,
They're getting to a
that's
point
big issue, yeah.
where they're just like, okay, you've come back from work, where's my food? Do you know what I mean? Or you've come up for work, you're going to cook dinner before you left or something, you didn't cook it, or they don't appreciate the fact that their partner has, got long hours and got other stuff to do and, have to work on themselves as well. So some partners probably are like, yeah, you've got that, but what about me? Like Paul from Backchat is a big example, not Backchat, Blue Therapy. People watched Blue Therapy. Yeah, Paul said some wild things on there, do you know what I mean? Which made people, but then he came out and said he was an actor or something. I don't know how true this is. Do you know what I mean? If he's lying or whatever, but, this is the thing that caused a lot of outrage, towards a lot of people, especially certain females are like, oh, this Paul is a bit of a dickhead, man. But back to obviously the Oloni thread, it's still the case now where some people are like, well, if my partner's this and my partner doesn't appreciate me, of course I'm going to step up. Of course I'm going to go and do what I want to do because he doesn't show me he respects me or he wants me or, and that's the thing where they're going to say, well, if you're not giving it to someone good, they're going to go somewhere else and find it for someone else who's going to give it to them good. So it's like, you can't really knock that in a way, because if you are giving your girl or your man or whoever your best time yet, then they've got no reason to really step out on you. Do you know what I mean? But if they are stepping out, if they are stepping out on you, then obviously that person's just, they're just wild. That's all it is. They're just a wild child, literally. They just do what they want and they're like, I don't care. I've been with this person for how many years, and yeah, it's going all right, but I still want to have more. You want to have your cake and eat it too, and it's like, geez, do you know what I mean? For someone who's probably a good person, or, as I said, you've probably been with that person quite a while, and to be stepping out on someone probably who's potentially good for you, it's a bit wild. But hey, we've heard stuff like that mans, and girls have like their multiple peoples, they have their contacts on their phone, the people that they refer to as food or
Chinese.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? The one they get the free meals from and stuff. They go around and get what they need and then boom. And then, they're satisfying that person for the night. Or whatever it is. And some of them are gullible as well. They're thinking, oh yeah, she's my babes, this girl don't have no other man, she's rolling with me.
Yeah, some people are gullible.
And then they're finding out later on, oh, she has a man, she's been rolling with that man for how long? So, she's been dogging me out. So it's like, yeah. It's crazy, but this is how this millennium is nowadays. It's the millennium where people are out here doing what they want to do now. And that's kind of like how it is, the cookie crumbles, They're saying, if you can't satisfy me, or I just want my cake and eat it too, I'm going to have my cake and eat it too, And I've seen, obviously, some people having polyamorous relationships where they're just like, yeah, they're just honest with it now. I just sleep around. I just want multiple partners to do that with. I don't care about all of this commitment stuff. If me and you are linking, if me and you are linking, then you're linking in it, and that's what it is. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much all I've said. The thread, is mad, and I know.
One thing I want to say, actually, I don't agree with people trying to slander Oloni.
Yeah.
For her thread, like a lot of men were going at Oloni, saying, oh, why is she giving women this platform to say that they're cheating and stuff like that. She just put it out there, and whatever they decided to tell her, that's what they decided to tell her. As she put out, she's not condoning cheating. Like she literally is just putting out what the women have told her. So I don't agree with people coming at Oloni for a thread that she's facilitated in a way, but it's up to the women what they decided to put out.
And obviously they came out and just said, what, we're happy to just say all we need to say and get it out there and put our business on display, which is a bit peak, but you know what I mean. And I think certain men have looked at it and gone, well, we can't accept this obviously because you know, everyone exposed all the lies and stuff. But then you have to kind of look at your partner and say, well, she's the one that's been lying to you, right? You know, she hasn't told you this or told you that. It's not Oloni's fault. You know what I mean? She's put it out there. That's kind of for you now to investigate. Call up cheaters or something. Do you know what I mean? And find out what's going on. You know what I mean? Michael Greco or Joey, you know, they're on the phone. Yeah, what's going on? The cheaters.
What's his the new guy that does it?
They had what's his name? Peter Guns now is doing it now, which is mad. Do you know what I mean? If you've known Peter Guns from Love and Hip Hop, he did
New York one.
Yeah, New York version. Sorry, I got my tongue twisted there. Tongue got tied, that's no lie. I look into your eyes. Yeah, all of that. So it's a bit mad there, but you know, I look at that and I say it's crazy. You know, that, number one, Peter Guns is actually running the cheat show, and that guy's a serial cheat.
It makes sense.
it does in a way, but it's like how ironic. Do you know what I mean? How ironic.
At least he's getting a check.
Yeah, he's getting a check, but you know, it's very ironic. But you know, it's I look at it and I'm like, wow. But you know, obviously jumping back into the Oloni thread, you know, it doesn't surprise me that, you know, as I said, women are out here and, you know, want to make claims about how many stuff they've done and who are they doing it with, you know. But obviously, you know, to go out and step around on your partner, obviously if your partner's a good person and you've been with your partner for like, I don't know, time or something, like years, and this person's not done you wrong, and then you decide to go out and trip and do whatever you got to do, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, ooh, do you know what I mean? So I can understand the ones who, well, all right, your partner's double dipping, so you're going to double dip because that person's double dipped, and that's a bit of an issue then, isn't it?
But as they always say, two wrongs don't make a right.
No.
Just because that person's cheating doesn't mean that you should cheat as well. It's like, yeah, kind of just think about it before you do something.
Yeah. Okay. And I've seen obviously some people having polyamorous relationships where they're just like, yeah, they're just honest with it now. I just sleep around. I just want multiple partners to do that with. I don't care about all of this commitment stuff. If me and you are linking, if me and you are linking, then me and you are linking in it, and that's what it is. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much all I've said. The thread, is mad, and I know.
One thing I want to say, actually, I don't agree with people trying to slander Oloni. For her thread, like a lot of men were going at Oloni saying, "Oh, why is she giving women this platform to say that they're cheating and stuff like that?" She just put it out there, and whatever they decided to tell her, that's what they decided to tell her. As she put out, she's not condoning cheating. Like she literally is just putting out what the women have told her. So I don't agree with people coming at Oloni for a thread that she's facilitated in a way, but it's up to the women what they decided to put out.
And obviously they came out and just said, you know what, we're happy to just say all we need to say and get it out there and, you know, put our business on display, which is a bit peak, but you know what I mean. And I think certain men have looked at it and gone, well, we can't accept this, obviously, because, you know, everyone exposed all the lies and stuff. But then you have to kind of look at your partner and say, well, she's the one that's been lying to you, right? You know, she hasn't told you this or told you that. It's not Oloni's fault. You know what I mean? She's put it out there. That's kind of for you now to investigate. Call up cheaters or something. Do you know what I mean? And find out what's going on. You know what I mean? Michael Greco or Joey, you know, they're on the phone. Yeah, what's going on? The cheaters.
What's the new guy that does it?
They had what's his name? Peter Guns now is doing it now, which is mad. Do you know what I mean? If you've known Peter Guns from Love and Hip Hop, he did
New York one.
Yeah, New York version. Sorry, I got my tongue twisted there. Tongue got tied, that's no lie. I look into your eyes. Yeah, all of that. So it's a bit mad there, but you know, I look at that and I say it's crazy, you know. That, number one, Peter Guns is actually running the cheat show, and that guy's a serial cheat.
It makes sense.
it does in a way, but it's like how ironic. Do you know what I mean? How ironic.
At least he's getting a check.
Yeah, he's getting a check, but you know, it's very ironic. But you know, it's I look at it and I'm like, wow. But you know, definitely the man them, if they got problems, need to look into calling cheaters and stuff. Don't blame Oloni for the thread.
Or confront your woman.
Yeah, Oscar
About that.
Wagwan. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
how long has this been going on?
Confront her and say, hey,
How long
I suspect this is going on, that's going on, and
it's been going
go from there.
on. Yeah, well, yeah, I don't think a lot of men then will like how it goes from there, to be honest. Because it could obviously end in her leaving him, or I don't know. Some man could be gullible. That, please don't leave me. I'll never leave you. Oh. But then she's ended up leaving him. So yeah, it's one of those ones. It's very much a Peaky Blinder, conversation to have. Man, them need to obviously, I guess, if they're not satisfying their woman, probably need to step their game up, I guess, and find out a lot more on what your woman's up to.
Yeah.
Because if your woman's up to some madness, then either you're not doing something right, or she's not doing something right. It's either one or the other. But hey, this is how it is in this game called situations and feelings and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? It's hard when you put yourself out there sometimes, and you feel like someone might wrong you or step out on you, but that's the risk everyone takes, I guess. So you have to kind of know what the deal is with these people in this new millennium, and the new millennium is very ruthless here. They want their cake and they want to eat it. Do you know what I mean? And if they don't have their cake, they're going to be like, where's the full parts of this cake? I need more. Do you know what I mean? So it's very much a difficult situation to have. But yeah, that's all I pretty much got to say on that. Anything else to add?
No.
No? Oh.
Thanks, Oloni, for the great content.
Yeah, it was obviously great content to talk about, and it was obviously, a bit of a mad one to jump into, but, very, very satisfying. Well, for me to talk about here.
Yeah.
But not satisfying in terms of like, but it's very obviously, what you get is what you see is what you get. Is a hidden agenda with your girlfriend playing around? I know that. Craig David, for people who don't know. But yeah, I kind of haven't finished my Betty Boop drawing, but I've kind of nearly done it, so I'll just show you kind of guys what I've done. And, probably would end up finishing it all down the line, but that's kind of half what I've done around Betty Boop drawing. So I would show you the picture in the computer screen, so you guys can probably judge that. Give me a second. Can you guys see that? Yeah, so that's obviously what it's supposed to look like. Some of you might say, oh, the head's wrong, your body shape's wrong. Forget you. I was going to say a bad word then. Forget you, but, it is what it is.
Forget you.
Yeah, forget you. Ding, ding, ding. So, yeah, that's eventually what it looks like. So.
You guys had me singing.
Yeah, I had her singing for the first time on this, so thank you. You guys ended up making that happen, but yeah, that's obviously Betty Boop, and the other one is Betty Boop too. So that's a drawing, and that's been obviously this second episode of Draw and Chat. Obviously, Dark Sea, big up Dark Sea in the background as usual, and that's been it. So if you are obviously disturbed by what you've heard in this episode, don't come to me about it. I just had to chat.
Help.
We just had to chat, and that's it. Nothing else and nothing more. So, yeah. Good night. Well, that's the wrong one to use. But, yeah, we will see you in the next episode. So, till then,